Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here with another quick replay. So today's video is going to be about Mid-Range Shadow. I was going to make this about Nep Shadow, but Mid-Range Shadow was just, it was just putting in that work. So I'm going to show you guys the deck list. I haven't changed it since the last one I made. If I didn't do a how to build, I'll go ahead and do a how to build and just like explain the deck for you guys. But yeah, it's pretty simple and to the point, but there are like some things I'll have to talk about when I make the video. God, that win streak, it just felt so nice. And like the only games that I've like lost were, let's see, these two I was playing Nep. I was still playing that for this one, and then this one I lost because I got like outvalued really hard, and then this one I lost because I got like really weirdly like fucked over by D shift because he was playing Oz and D shift and he went like Winter's Caprice like double like twice and like board blocked me and I couldn't make taunts, so I just like died to a D shift. But yeah. But anyway, back to the game. Okay, so the first game is gonna be versus Dragoncraft. Now, a lot of people say that this matchup is like favorite for Shadow, but I think it could go either way. For me personally, from the other side of the matchup, like there's certain things that you can do that just secures it either way for you, such as for example making your board as sticky as possible, and then if you have Dragon Tech to go ahead and use your Dragon Tech correctly. So here I just go ahead and keep Ektar, I believe, just because I was kind of tilted from, as you may have seen from my earlier video yesterday, where I was playing versus Sizonium. I somehow just did not draw Ektar like ever versus him, so I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna keep this Ektar. I do get punished though by drawing both a second Ektar as well as an Attendant Knight, so now I need to hope for him to have a slow start, because I'm going second, and so I'm definitely gonna have a slow start. However, he plays the Oracle here, and I don't have a turn 3, or sorry, a turn 2. I do have nice turn 3s. So he plays Dragon Summoner. This is fine because I can go ahead and develop my Attendant of Night into this guy. He's gonna have a difficult time clearing it. He has to have double Blazing Breath or Blazing Breath plus Salamander. So here he tempers out Athena, and I have to go ahead and protect this Attendant of Night because I do play Urds in this deck, and I would like to earn this Attendant because that's how you beat Dragon a lot of times, because you just like outstat them and you make their clear super awkward. And here, if he wants to have Breath of Salamander, that's fine. I can deal with that. However, he goes Sybil. The Sybil is fine. It's annoying, but it's fine because I do have the Lurching in my hand. So now I just need an Activator. However, I get really lucky and I get the Zombie Party off the top deck. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Eva this Attendant and just go face. The reason why you Eva the Attendant is because it's already really hard for him to clear, but this way you get to protect the 4/4 body inside. And here, alright, so here this turn he ramps up to 10 and he's telegraphing that, okay, when you play something I'm gonna Bahamut you. So I'm gonna go ahead and tempo out a Lurching Corpse here, just to deny him from playing Bahamut. I'm also gonna toss out my Grimnir as well, just because this puts a Warden in the way. So even if he wants to Bahamut me, he's gonna Bahamut, and then his Bahamut's gonna die. If he has Grimnir here, that's fine. He does use Conflagration, so he now lets me know that he's playing that. And here, same thing. The Bahamut cannot come out. I don't have a activator for my Lurching Corpse in hand, so I have to tempo this out. Just because this way I present a board so if Ektar comes down, he will die. Then here he's playing Finas. I wasn't expecting him to play Fina. I was kind of confused. I was not sure if he was OTK Dragon or yeah. Like, but it didn't feel like he was. So, but yeah. So he makes that board, but that's fine because I have Ektar. This head can't be taken. I'm taking this game. I get an Ektar for 3 zombies. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 of them to clear. I'm gonna put a Coco on my Lurching Corpse, and I'm gonna go face for 5. If he leaves up anything on this board, he'll die. And he can't play Bahamut because if he plays the Bahamut, it's just gonna die for free, and it's not gonna be able to pressure me like he wants it to do. So here he goes double Scyther. And here, so so you could tell that he really wanted to play the Bahamut. However, because I denied him out of doing it for so long, he eventually makes a slight misstep there, forgets that I have the Coco, not the Coco, the Mimi, because if he had cleared Attendant, he'd be alive at 1 right now, but instead he's just dead because I have second Ektar. Even just Phantom Howl would have been enough. But yeah, like, it's really important to make reads like that and just, you know, do whatever you humanly possibly have to do in order to stop things like that from happening, because he could already use a lot of removal, and for Dragon, generally you only have 3 sources of primary efficient removal. You have Ouroboros, you have Blazing Breath, and then you have Breath of the Salamander. He'd already used, like, I think 2 Breath of Salamanders, as well as at least 1 Blazing Breath. So super unlikely that he's gonna have another removal for that. So now we're gonna go to the next game. Again, this is also versus Dragon. Now, because I understand the other side of the matchup so well, I know what to do. And here I make a very, very greedy keep. Do not keep all of what I just kept, especially going second. Like, I have Attendants and I have Lurching Corpses, so I'm hoping that I can, like, draw into one of the 4 of them before turn 4 and get to develop it. So I do tempo out a Little Soul Squasher. I already have an Erd plus a Demon Eater plus a Lurching Corpse, so I have a lot of activators. So here I go ahead and play Grimnir and I go face, because I don't want to play Lurching Corpse because then he'll just trade in his Ayala into that and get a free ramp. So here he does play Breath of the Salamander. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't care about that. And then here I just go ahead and tempo out Lurching Corpse. I don't play anything else just because it makes his Breath of the Salamander, if he has to play it, it makes that better. And if he plays the Breath of the Salamander there, it'll be for 6 PP. So unless he can, like, fit something else in before that, it'll take up his entire turn to do so. And this way it baits him into wanting to either play Sybil or wanting to maybe play Fervor. If he plays Fervor, then I get to play Cerberus. If he plays Sybil, then I have an answer for that. So he does go up to APP. This is fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack, then Erd. The Erd will resummon the Lurching Corpse, and the Lurching Corpse will blow up the Sybil. This is nice because he wants to play a Ouroboros this turn, but he's not gonna be able to. And here he plays Forte. A little bit of a misplay on my opponent's part. He doesn't go face here when I don't have a way to pop it ordinarily. Like, if he had gone face there, then I would have had to make a very, very bad play, and I would have to go ahead and trade into his Summoner, and then blow up my Lurching Corpse. However, because he didn't do this, I can now go ahead and go face for 6. The Lurching Corpse is still in play, so he can't go, for example, Israfil here. The Israfil here would have been really, really nice, but he can't make that play. So here he does tempo out a lot of stats with his Chaos Dragon Rider into China. Erd is a neutral, so it will kill that perfectly for him. However, this head can't be taken. I believe I get 2 zombies from this, or 3. Okay, yeah, I get 2. I get to go face for 3. I go ahead and full clear. And here, if he wants to play Grimnir here, that's fine. The Grimnir will automatically blow up. If he plays Bahamut, that's fine too, because again, Bahamut will automatically blow up. and that'll give me initiative on board. Alright, so this turn, I did misplay. I needed to go in the exact order. I needed to play, what did I need to play? I needed to play Grimnir. Yeah, I just had to play Grimnir here, because I was one off lethal. However, playing the Grimnir there is important because it denies him from being able to kill me with Forte Urd, because he's already shown me one Forte. He might have a second, but here he just concedes. I think he conceded partially because he was tilted and he was expecting me to have Ektar here. I'm not sure though. It might have just been that he just like didn't have an answer. But yeah, the big thing for that game was just for me to understand that what he wanted to play, and being able to judge whether or not I was okay with either of the options they could have taken. It also came down to the Ektar and the Lurching Corpse sticking on the board for so long. Like the Lurching just denies them a lot of what they want to do. Like if he had Israfil there, he would have been able to keep playing the game for much longer. However, he wasn't able to do it because if he had gone Israfil, when the Israfil attacks, it'll automatically deal its 2 damage. He doesn't have a choice in that. And because Lurching Corpse is 2 HP, it'll automatically go ahead and kill that and then kill Israfil. Alright, so this game's going to be versus Haven. Haven is a pretty unfavorable matchup for you just because they have a lot of banishes to deny you from gaining shadows. So I do keep Spartoid and I do keep Reaper because Reaper it helps you get in a lot of damage, and right now I have a really strong hand. I have my turn 6 Serb Phantom Howl combo. And I also have a Reaper. The Reaper is going to help me get in a lot of damage, provided I go ahead and play it at the correct time. So I go ahead and tempo out a Skeleton Knight. I go ahead and trade just because this way I have something that's 6 on the board. Even if he trades into my Skeleton Knight, which is the play he's going to have to make. And now here I get to develop Shadow Reaper. If he has Priest of the Cudgel, that's fine. However, if he doesn't, because he's already shown me that he's playing neutrals, and that means he's gonna want to play Alice this turn. So he does have the Alice, and again, this is perfectly fine by me. Because I have an Activator, and I have a Lurching Corpse, so I get to go Lurching, Demon Eater the Lurching, draw 2 cards, Lurching will kill Alice, and then I get to Evo my Reaper. It's important that I Evo my Reaper here, just because he has to have exactly Tribunal, and that Tribunal has to exactly snipe my snipe my Reaper. Because if he goes ALS, the ALS will go ahead and buff up my Shadow Reaper to 7/7, and I'll be out of range for him to kill. I guess he could have also had Lyriel as well. However, Lyriel would be a dead turn. I wouldn't be able to answer anything else on my board. And so here, I just go ahead and set up the Cerberus. I don't Evo. The reason why I don't Evo is because I know he has a Goblin King in his hand, and this part is super important. Because I know that he has a Goblin King in my hand, because I have lethal set up in my hand, I want to be able to, he plays the Goblin King, I go ahead and I go Lurching, Evo, trade into the Goblin King, hope that the Goblin King goes down in the from the 1 and 3 snipe, and then I can go ahead and continue with Serb Phantom Howl for exactly 7. Additionally, it's also good to conserve your evos when possible because you never know when something is going to go awry. So here, he does play out Lion of the Golden City into Marchaire's Tea Time into Princess Snow White. And I'm just like, wow, that's a pretty crazy board you just made there, but it's too bad you're just dead, friend. But honestly, like, this game just came down to my opponent just like not respecting that he was at 7 HP and was dead to serve Hal. Oh, additionally, I think that if I had evoed, he might have played the ward then, and that would have been a problem. So that's also another good point. If you want to try to hold something back each turn as you make your plays, just because you kind of make your opponent like complacent a little bit, and sometimes they'll make suboptimal plays just because they don't know your reach. I think that if I had maybe held the Coco, he would have probably played a ward because he was probably expecting to start preemptive Hal. But I think a lot of times people either forget that both Coco and Mimi are there, or if you play one, that kind of lulls them into a sense of security, in which they kind of mistakenly believe that the one you played was actually both of them, but it was actually just one. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and let me know what you think of Mid-Range Shadow down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys